Greetings and salutations, Ben here. Welcome to Canucks with Guitars, presented by those people that I left it running. Presented by LPD Pedals, Reno Fin Custom Guitars, Tesi Switch, FU Tone, Vibraprint, Flipside Music, and Ardens Music. For now. Not Ardens? What? No, we're not losing Ardens. For now, that list. More on that later. When we have a guest arriving and such. You know, if you watched last night's show, you kind of know what we're talking about. If you missed last night's, to quote Steve from Boston, shame. Shame.
Shame.
Shame. I'm only saying shame to 20 people, and I'm pretty sure most of these people were here last night. I'm going to get to roll call because if you, did I mention this is Terry? Terry's 3Gs. Terry of Terry's 3Gs. Yes, co-hosting Q&A show, as well as we're going to be we have show announcements tonight, show announcements as well as giveaways, possibly, because, well, assuming the guest shows up. So let's get right to it. We have Guitar Man 45, Tim Thomas, Chris from Coburg, Fruitcake, Tony, Cushman NYC, Billy Baloney, Guitar Man 45, Tim Thomas, Absolute Mayhem, Vince RJ, Paul McNary, Tim Thomas, Mark Effects, Thomas Santiago, T. Ricky, House of Twang, Terry's 3Gs, My Knees Hurt, Cushman NYC, My Knees Hurt, Martin Lemaire, Splon 72. Apparently you get to be musical tonight. Oh, there's My Knees Hurt. Apparently my finger twitched, so he gets highlighted. Why not? Tim Thomas, Zach Thong, Cushman, Tim Thomas, Chris from Coburg, Cushman, Tim, Zach, John, StreamYard, back to the bottom, Milt T, Keith H, BC Rich 581, Muddy Waters, Dave Ennis, Dave the Pious, not the Prius. It's one of those you had to be there. Hey, Ten Solo, and unbelievable. I need a voiceover, just the cough from the beginning of Sweet Leaf, right? It's unbelievable. Nice. We got 29 people in. It's my dad's birthday, the big 80. Happy birthday, Splon 72's dad.
Yes, happy birthday. Speaking of which, mine's tomorrow.
What's that?
So speaking of which, mine is tomorrow.
Oh, well, happy pre-birthday, because I'll likely forget tomorrow.
Ben, it's a reminder. It's Terry's birthday tomorrow. Oh,
see, now, I've already shot the video.
No, Tuesday. Oh, crap.
See, this is the thing, Terry. You know, for me, generally, if I got a video due at Wednesday, which I do every Wednesday and Friday, folks, that generally means I'm shooting videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Unless Ben has a video in the can already. And guess what? Ben has a video in the can already, so Ben might actually take tomorrow off. Nope, can't. Dang it, got an ass Canucks tomorrow night. All right, I'm going to take tomorrow during the day off, so hopefully I shall remember. What's up, Mark? And, yes, but happy birthday to Terry. He's, once again, 39, looking 29, feeling 49, and acting 9.
69.
You be you. And today is Guitar Man 45's son's birthday.
Well, then happy birthday to everyone in the next 2-3 days that's having birthdays.
Dave Ennis' daughter turned 30 yesterday.
Wow.
Oh, Dave the Pious. His guitarist's birthday and his last name is actually Valentine. He's a freak of nature. That's freaky.
Thanks, House of Twang.
Sounds like an old bluegrass song. Yep. I play it on the cigar box. Bluegrass on cigar box? Why not? Today is not Unbelievable's birthday. What's up, Gear Junkie 35?
You mean Steven Stratford's?
Gear Junkie 35 is 10 younger than Guitar Man 45, right?
In theory, if we go by usernames.
Yep. And we're just going to keep drawing. See, I think the thing is when I sent the link and the message to, you know who, what's up, Steve Luther, he gets it. Oh, he said okay half an hour ago. So I said, hey, pop in after I do, or like anytime after the show starts, and I'll let you on after I do roll call. Maybe I just keep roll calling people. Then, he's not coming on. I don't know.
Hey, Loogie Flux and others rolling in.
Yeah. Same age as Pete Thorne. Oh, so you are 50. Not that Pete's going to be 51 in June. I didn't say that because he doesn't advertise it. He doesn't like to call me Big Brother. I'm like, dude, you're literally, and I said, you're this many years. I said you're like 4 years older than me, or 3 years older than me. That's Big Brother. Like a lot of people have 3-year-old older brothers.
That's just it. Like, it's not too many that actually have people that are like in 10-year gaps between each other.
Yeah, and not unless a mistake happened. Do roll call and call it Patreon. I wish roll call and Patreon were the same. That would be cool. Hey, Janice.
Hey, Janice.
Hey, why don't we do the Patreon roll call early for once?
Yeah, might as well.
You can join the others on this list. There you go. I Rock Zed Blues. Links down below as well. You get a shout out, and in reverse order, Mohogany, Randy Crooks, Other Left, Absolute Mayhem. Excuse me. Charles Green, Cousin Todd Flowers, Grumpy Mike Guitar, Blackjack Guitar, Bent Tom, Fruitcake Tony, JP Page 2, John ZD 351, Charles 75N, unfucking believable. Knucklehead 0, Keith H, Joe C, I see what you did there, Keith H, Paul McNary, Symmetry, and of course, Guitar Man 45. And if you want to become a patron and get a shout out, you get a shout out when you become a patron. All right, so I need to go back over to here and click here. And then we have a guest sitting in the green room, getting greener by the minute, because if you smelled the green room, you'd be green too. I would like to welcome the chief bottle washer at PTM Guitars, Mr. Brad Guitar Miller.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey, Terry. Nice to see you, sir.
Nice to see you, too.
Mr. Ben, sorry.
Oh, it's quite all right. We were dragging out roll call. Keith was helping out. He's like, why don't you call off the patrons while we're waiting on them? I said, well we can do that.
Sometimes you got to do that.
Oops, I didn't want to do that. Click it. That's the button I wanted to click on.
So, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. I figured, we'd wait for you to come on before we make the big announcement.
What announcement was that?
Oh, that Canucks with Guitars, your favorite Monday night live stream right here on the YouTubes, 8 p.m. Eastern, every single week, unless I'm sick or don't have internet, or sick because I don't have internet. We have a new show sponsor, and if you look across the bottom, it says Canucks with Guitars presented by LPD Pedals, Reno Fin Custom Guitars, Tesi Switch, Tone, Vibraprint, PTM Guitars!
PTM Guitars.
Workside Music and Ardens Music.
See, how about that? That's big time, man. Big time.
Yes. So, I figured we'd make it official. Brad's got a business here of making fine products at affordable prices. All right, they're okay products. It's an all right price. Yeah. And figure why not use the company name rather than getting a shout out every week. We'll shout out at the company rather than the person. What does PTM stand for? Our first PTM related question here on Canucks with Guitars from the lovely Janice.
So PTM is pedal to the metal. Now I know it kind of seems like there should be two T's in there, but you kind of run that together. It's like one word. So, but it's pedal to the metal guitars. I added the guitars because I wasn't sure. Figured might as well make it a guitar related business. Couple of the first. I don't have anything out. I have to get a couple things out.
I've got your whole product line here. I think.
You may not have all of it
I
because
don't know. Well, let's
this
see.
whole thing started.
We got the front rocker.
Yep. That actually wasn't how it started.
No, then we got the business card holders.
Yep. And that was still not how it started.
What am I forgetting, Brad? Oh, okay. Oh. Wait. Haha. You also made these tele control covers.
That was one of the first things that I did for somebody. Yes. So, that was like the second thing that I did.
Because I was really hoping, I hope I didn't forget anything I'm supposed to show off tonight. That
No, I do have one other thing, but let me slide over here to grab this. Hang on.
Oh, lights. Thank you, Keith. You're right. Ding. I love playing guitars in that rack because it always rattles the cigar box enough to hear a dong and G.
All right.
Oh, show that cover again, of course. Yeah, all right.
Hey, Preston.
Oh.
Charles, 75.
So Brad sent me a variety. Some did have the extra hole for the kill switch, which was how it started. And then he did some with the straight, and then he angled ones, and some were buffed out, some weren't. I've used a few of them because I ended up with this one on this one, and then as soon as I put it all together, I was like, man, I should have painted that. And I'm too damn lazy to desolder the two leads for the Tesi Switch.
Yeah, well. So
maybe one day. Oh, I don't know. I kind of like the unfinished look as well.
You know, that's how the card holders are. That's how
I almost need some telly knobs done like that. I wonder how that would look. It would look good. And a switch tip. Just saying, all in
I'll
aluminum.
take that on advisement. So
yeah, well, just throw that over in the R&D department. Let those boys over there know, and then just tell them, just put it on the list. It doesn't need to be near the top. What's up, metalhead hippie?
Yeah.
He's already starting to get requests for stuff. I want a telly cover. It's like a rock rabbit.
Well, and that's kind of what that one is. So the rock rabbit is actually made of titanium.
Ooh.
So right now
That's
I'm
a fancy
pretty much
metal.
only working in aluminum. So
Aluminum.
aluminum. But so this
That's
was
aluminium for China Mike, who's watching on replay, I'm sure.
So this was kind of how the whole thing got started. I needed a little pedal board.
Right.
So I took the design that I saw from the Holy boards and kind of expanded on it a little bit because I didn't, as much as our friend Phil McKnight loves the Holy board, the holes are too small in the Holy board. So these are much larger. I went with more of a football shape.
Yeah.
And then of course I like to use the either tie wraps, or I've got these rubber bandit straps, like cord wraps, that kind of stuff that I like to use because in Florida, Velcro doesn't stick.
Yeah.
Doesn't work.
I can say I remember the year was 2018 because I did some consulting on that design there, which was a series of Brad going, what do you think of this picture? And I went, well, that's cool. What do you think of this? I'm like, that's cooler. He goes, okay, I'll go with the cooler. I was like,
Right.
That works. What's up, Christopher and Craig? Charles?
So,
Hog Rotten.
Should open the chat up here, huh? I'm not able to watch that.
Yeah. Okay. I had a good idea, and you made it great, Hog Rotten. Aluminum's fine. Switch tip with a set screw, right?
Oh.
I love that idea with the set screw. Yeah. That's smart. Mayhem says it's really hard to drill a football-shaped hole. You've clearly never seen me drill anything. All my holes are in football shape.
I was going to say, if I'm hand drilling, it's definitely oval. It's no longer round.
What's up, Sir Lawrence?
LPD and Eddie Van Haskell.
Lawrence, how you doing, sir?
Yeah, 59
so-
people in here. They must have heard giveaway or something.
Yeah. So somebody earlier in the chat asked if I have a machinery shop. I do not. I don't have an actual machine shop. I have access to a CNC machine.
That's all you need.
All this
Yep.
started with scrap aluminum.
Yep.
Small pieces here and there that I was able to basically repurpose instead of it going to the scrapyard or recycle. So, of course, it's football shaped. Why wouldn't it be, Lawrence? Jeez. So that was kind of where that started, and then Ben and I were having a conversation. He was saying that he needed a plate for his telly with a kill switch, and I went, "Oh, I can do that." So I sent him.
I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, I have access to a CNC machine." I'm like, "That's cool. I like that." Because Brad didn't know how much of a race fan I was at this time. So as soon as he's like CNC, I'm like, "Really?" Oh, yeah. I get excited about that as a silicon chips and such. It's like, yeah.
So I'm working on building some videos of some of these processors.
He's going to show how it's done, folks. Is what he's saying.
Exactly.
He's going to show both the process and the process.
Yes, both.
All the angles.
Both with aluminum and aluminium.
You might as well.
And, and one of the other things that I do is these little parts trays.
That's what I forgot.
Yeah.
I knew it. And you know what? I was looking at it literally 2 hours ago. Because I looked over, I was changing the batteries in my vape. I looked over and I still have the truss rod cover and screws from the Mockingbird, which I said in the video, this won't go back on. And it still hasn't.
Well,
actually, thinking about it now, I think actually that was the first thing that you sent Ben.
No, the first thing I sent him was the telly plate. So
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The parts tray would be the last item from the company.
Yes.
Because it came along with the fret rocker.
Right.
And strings, of course.
Yeah, well, that might have been the first thing I sent you, possibly.
It could be.
I sent you strings and the plate, so yeah.
Yeah.
But so I've got a couple different shapes. Of course, whoa.
This is your relic version.
That's right. Your telly-shaped objects.
Right.
And your LP-shaped objects.
Nice.
And somebody else in the chat has one of these.
It's like if you do a flying V one, it'd be hilarious because it wouldn't hold that much.
And then, of course,
a Stratocaster type shape.
Stratocaster one.
Nice.
Nice. I love the fact that the actual cutout, though, is a D28, basically.
You got to make room for stuff to fit in there.
Yeah, I know, but I love that because, I got a 28 and I got a telly. So I am not complaining about that combo.
I don't know.
You can use it as an ashtray. My knees hurt. You can.
I was just going to say, I don't know how good wood would be for an ashtray.
Maybe
it'd be fine. It would singe a bit, but unless you're like leaving a lit cigarette in it or something like that.
That's what I mean.
What's up, Laz?
Eddie burned his headstock, so what the heck?
Janice says Brad sent me a switch plate.
I did.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I forgot about those. I don't have one of those here. Hold on. I could do this, I think. Hold on, we'll see if we can.
Oh, where's that?
And he
I have
makes
one of them.
pets too.
The light switch cover.
Yes.
Where?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Wow, that's nice.
It's around here. I've seen it. I am 99% sure it's currently within reach, but completely out of sight. Oh, where is that?
So there are definitely a lot of little other products that I'm working on.
Where'd that go? Well,
Well,
apparently it's gone. It'll reappear in my life at some point, I'm sure. When I least expect it. I can't think. I was going to finish mine, but I realized because it's raw wood, like I literally have to finish it like a guitar, like seal it, and I'm like, I don't put that much work into guitars I actually play. I am be damned if I'm putting that much work into a light switch cover.
I spent more time sanding these things than I absolutely wanted to spend, and I'm like, they're $10. I'm not putting a lot of. So if you're getting these,
Yeah,
if you want to spend a lot of time finishing it, be my guest.
that's right.
The logo is just the ink stamp. It'll sand right off. It'll go away. So you can do whatever you want to do.
What's up, Dwight? Paint Namer, Max.
So that's, I don't know, working on a lot of little things like that. Of course, the fret rocker that Ben, and that was one of the things that evolved from, should have brought my sample in here, from the pointy ones, because I dropped it on the body of a guitar.
Right. Yeah, I remember that for a long time. You'd be like, why don't fret rockers have rounded corners? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't own one, Brad. You're like, well, I'm making one and sending you one. I'm like, well, you do that. Because then I'm like, I'm a fret rocker in life. Then you ask Phil McKnight during a show, and he's like, that's a very good question. I don't know. And you're like, how about I send you one? And he's like, you know what? How about you send me one?
So
then he went and modified it, which became industry standard.
Phil came up with version 2.0. Absolutely. So
yes. Do I have version 1 here as well? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. No, I took this out last night. See, last night's a bit of a blur. That's right. Yeah, because version 1 does not have the hole.
Yeah.
Because Phil said, you know what? I drilled a hole in mine because I thought it's a great idea to hook up. And then Brian went, that's genius. And so he went down to R&D, told them marketing was all over it.
Yep.
All over it.
We had to go have a long lunch over it, but we got it worked out. And
several cold snacks later.
Yes.
I think we can do that hole for 0.111 cent. So maybe. I think we can do that.
Is the prototype worth more? I don't know.
It could be eventually one day. It could be.
Some more guitars.
So.
Well, apparently I have a spare now, which means I'm guaranteed I'm going to lose one. And the one I'll lose will be the new one because it's going to be hanging up the whole time, but it'll be lost because I'll put like a pack of strings in front of it or something. It's gone.
Lawrence, that's a 3 martini.
Yeah, exactly, Lawrence. See, Lawrence knows because he has to deal with the R&D and the marketing. And
those guys too, they don't pay attention and they just want stuff right away, get it done.
Speaking of which, I could have used that the other day. I think I got a high fret on the talent, so there could be a video involving me and a hammer.
Well, and that'll be good. So when you do that,
I've decided, is it a high fret or I just have the action ridiculously low because I've noticed I can play lead on it now, and I never used to be able to play lead on it because the action was always too high. that guitar has a mind of its own. I don't think it really liked being refinished and relicked. It's not impressed. Replacements.
So
getting there.
That's kind of everything.
Yes.
I got it.
And these are available where? Where can people find these products?
You can get these on Reverb or eBay. If you search PTM Guitars, I think they're both PTM Space Guitars. One might have an underscore, but
oh no!
Somebody.
Oh yes.
Oh, apparently. Let's see. Hold on. I will.
Ooh, ma'am was asking about truss cover plates.
You're going outside.
A thin aluminum. You might be able to do it with like.
Oh, I could.
That's got to be good for the computer. But with like this grade stuff, you might get away with it. Maybe.
Yeah. See.
But then you would have. I don't know. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, because if you cut holes, you could cut a logo through it, as opposed to.
Could do truss rod covers, could do definitely pickguard covers too.
Yeah, so Ben, if you show that, trying to find my link here so I can throw it up in the chat.
Yeah, thanks, more guitars.
If you show that one I did for you that's engraved, because the other ones get the decal, so I can engrave on the aluminum.
Well, I suppose then, yeah, if you can do that, you could do a truss rod cover in a sense.
Yeah.
But then you're dealing with logos and stuff too, right? But if you're doing custom ones,
the thing is somebody going to be willing to pay for that?
Yeah. Well, Mayhem
That's
would pay
the-
$10 for it to say Mayhem on all of his, I'm sure. Because, he's an egotistical little bastard that way. I love him.
So right now it's engraved, ma'am. I am looking at a laser etcher.
How do you get the black in there? Or is that just a happy accident?
That is paint stick. So it's
Oh.
lacquer stick.
And then you got to rub it all off type thing?
Yes, and that's why it's a little bit harder to do it that way, and that's why the other ones have the decals.
That makes perfect sense. Oh, there's a chip out of mine. We won't notice that.
No,
Actually, no, it's not a chip. It's a little rounded edge.
that happens.
But that's okay, because this is a prototype. It's not in circulation for sale.
That is custom.
And that's for getting in between the narrower string width guitars. That's all that is.
Just
Actually, I
for
don't even know that.
reference,
I
if
just
you do
noticed
get
it. It's
into
just like literally, like I think it's like one pass of a file or something. It's nothing.
And that does happen from time to time.
Yeah.
Especially on the edges around.
And it was literally only because the light just caught it right, because it's actually a polished edge, essentially.
Mhm.
Oh, wow, it's smoother. What's it going to do? Not hurt my frets more?
And from what I've heard from a few people with laser engravers, it might be handy to keep a fire extinguisher around. As well, as
especially
any
if you're
3D
shooting nitro
printers.
anywhere within the facility. Lasers and nitro don't mix.
No. No, I'm trying to stay away
You
from
can
paint.
do it once.
I'm trying to stay away from the paint.
Dave the Pious says you could use pickguard material for a fret rocker. It's a little soft. I don't know if
yeah.
you want to get, because you want to have. I like the fact that with this, it's got a bit of mass to it.
Right.
So
So
I don't want to feel like I've done it with credit cards. I remember checking frets with credit cards, but it just feels weird.
Right. So I do have, I haven't done them yet, but I have some 3/8. It's not half, so 3/8 clear plexi that I'm going to try and make some out of to see how that works out, because I know that was a suggestion that
would work,
that
yeah.
Phil had, because he said he does like those because they're semi-disposable realistically. So
Mhm.
The big problem right now that I'm having with everything is shipping costs, like
Yep.
everybody else. I can't compete with the Chinese manufacturers that are sending stuff for free shipping. I just can't do it. My costs are a little bit higher on this stuff. Some of it is there's hand touching of the product involved, and and I got my shipping costs to where it's either right typically what it's going to be or a couple cents above or below. I hate that. I used to be able to ship stuff for free because it was a whole lot more economical, but not any longer. So
Yeah, it happens.
yeah.
That's life. So let's see. We are half hour into the show. Awesome. We have 59 people watching. Awesome. Unknown number of thumbs up. That's fine. Again, if you're new, please subscribe. Returning, we just want hellos and thumbs ups. And then we're apparently going to give away a couple of these.
Yes, sir.
A couple, because we're going to give one away to our fellow Canucks exclusively. And we're going to give away one to our American friends.
Yes. And I have
America.
on Mike's.
Unfortunately, this is the one show where I haven't seen anybody tuned in the chat from outside of North America.
Well,
Yeah.
on China Mike's show,
Yep.
I hate calling him China Mike, on CGS, on Mike's show, I sent him one, so there is a couple floating around out in the UK also.
That's right.
So
I do recall that.
And we did the same thing on his show. I did a US winner, and if I remember right, Papa Blue won that one.
That sounds
nice.
familiar. I vaguely remember that. Yes, because
Yeah.
I did not participate. I figured that would not be fair. Because one, I'm not in
Probably missed
America,
that
and
show.
two, I already got one and I was about to give away another one.
Yep.
What's up, Tink? Perfect timing.
Hey, Tink.
Getting ready for work, just listening in. Okay. So I don't know how we're gonna give these away exactly.
I haven't quite figured that out.
We could do trivia.
Well,
we
I
could-
was thinking that. I've got some trivia cards here.
Oh, he has trivia
Yeah,
cards.
yeah,
That
yeah.
works.
Yeah, I have these trivia cards.
Ooh, rock and
Oh,
roll
nice.
trivia.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like that.
Oops. Ooh.
We can ask a question and we can take the first correct answer by both an American and a Canadian,
Yep.
and then we will get these out.
You know what I did?
The American will get theirs first, guaranteed, because Brad's more of a responsible adult than I am, and he'll get to the mail quicker than me, even though
Usually.
I'll go the next time I go to Shoppers Drug Mart because there's a mailbox right outside Shoppers Drug Mart.
So we've got our.
Oh, yeah, we have
in
picks.
there.
I got some of those around here somewhere.
Is it going to focus? No. Oh,
No.
There it goes.
There it is.
Yay. So
Nice.
I assume Fruitcake Tony has one of those in his collection.
Check that out in the
He
private
should
chat, Ben.
we should have.
That might be a good one for Canada.
Oh, we're going to do one of Brad's trivia here. I'm not doing Canadian trivia. Oh, yeah, for the longtime viewers, they'd get that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, however
But,
you want to handle it, it is your channel, sir. So
My channel. I just hit the on button.
here, well, let's see if we can find one of these.
It'd be funny if it was a Canadian-based question all of a sudden. That would be funny.
So that's not even a rock and roll question. I don't know. what-
Yeah, it would be funny. It's like, which Canadian power trio? And all the Canadians are going, that doesn't narrow it down. They're all power trios.
Aren't they all? Yes.
Asymmetry.
What's up, Symmetry?
Let's see if we can find one that I'm just going, huh? No. There's some weird stuff in here, so
Well, weird works.
we'll find one.
No, Zach, you can use an internal mic. It is recommended to use an actual microphone, though, for quality.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was like your headphones weren't working. That's why we were getting an echo effect. It's very weird. I couldn't figure it out. Unless you have all your levels dialed in, like Terry and myself. Well, I don't know. Are you wearing in-ear monitors, Terry, or are you using speakers?
No, in-ear monitors.
Oh, I'm using speakers, but I got my levels all set up.
Oh, was my. Are they complaining about my mic? Sorry.
No, it was
No.
Zach was having some issues last night.
I gotcha. Well, mine might work better if it was actually up here.
If you say so.
I don't know. We'll try.
Sounds the same. I don't think you're using it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just gonna say I don't
I don't think
it's
that mic's
enabled.
even on.
Oh, well.
I think you're using your internal mic.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, that's a pretty good one.
I think that when we could hear the fan in Zach's system last night, because we were definitely hearing a fan or a buzzing or something, weren't we, Terry? When Zach would come on,
Yeah. but
similar to the
also-
interference we were having before with your system setup.
Yeah, but in his instance, in a lot of those iPads, if they don't have a good sound chip in them, they'll pick up everything.
And the iPads have terrible sound.
Yeah. And I
In-ears
think
do
that was
help
what it
tremendously
was.
for controlling room noise. Yep. I want to get some in-ear monitors bad. Like those ones that Pete has that have the mics as well, so he can hear people. Like, I was like, that is cool. Those I
Yep.
want. Like, I'm sure they're not going to be cheap.
I'm sure they're not cheap.
34 on the jungle.
But once again, you can become a patron using the link down below or click the join button, which will help Ben get in-ear monitors. Not that I need them, but I want them.
There you go. All right, I got a question.
All right.
All right.
Hello, friends.
So this is kind of a multiple choice, and we won't throw out any answers. We'll see what happens. And I guess I don't know. Do we
Yeah,
go
it's good.
by-
Yeah, we don't even need to do the multiple choice. You could just probably just ask
Right.
the question.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Say the question, I'll put a line across the chat for people to put their responses after.
All right. Okay. So the question is for the pedal to the metal front rocker with the decals. Do we want to do the Canadian one first, or we're just going to take whichever?
I think
Yours
we'll do
first.
the one question. We'll take an American and a Canadian answer.
All
Yeah.
right.
I think we're pretty. We know who's who, and you can put like a Canadian flag or American flag or a C or a U at the start to identify your nationality if you want
Yep.
to help
Yep.
us.
And I'll get the links up there in just a minute because I don't have the
That's
regular
okay.
chat up.
And welcome,
so-
Franz. I think it's Fran's first time here. This is a guitar-based Q&A show. We have Brad Miller from PTM Guitars here, who's a new channel sponsor, and he's giving away some fret rockers. Wait, it keeps washing it. No, see, it's not blank.
There we go.
I don't know. And the one am I giving away? Is it an etched one or a decal one?
It's a decal one.
Oh, okay. You don't get this one then, folks. You get a decal one.
You get
It
a
says
decal.
giveaway right there. Right.
Yep. All right. This is probably going to be too easy. So,
Sure. That's
what
okay.
is Vincent Damon Furnier's best known stage name?
Here we are.
That's a good one. I don't even know.
I knew it right away because it's one of the few. I only know two people's real names.
I just heard my wife say, I think she won.
No Swan, no Martin, yes
Okay.
Eddie, and yes,
Yes,
Hit
Billy.
Metalworks. Wait, whoa, so skip it. Okay,
Oh,
who was
hold
the
on
first right one here? I'm seeing.
my knees
Hello,
hurt.
So my knees hurt and Hit Metalworks would be the first two, correct?
Yep,
Yeah.
that is correct.
So my knees hurt wins the American one, even though he misspelled Coupier. That's okay.
Pierre, is that the French version or?
We'll allow it. And Hit Metalworks.
Alice Coupier.
All right.
So
Well, there we are. Hip Metalworks. Reach out to me. I don't know if we're connected on social media or hit me up at the email address down below with your contact info. I think we've communicated at some point in the past. But again, things get a little foggy
Yeah.
on Tuesdays, especially. So
So just in case anybody, there we go. There's the question with the answer in case anybody.
Play your trivia game.
And it wasn't Freddie Fender either, so that was. I don't know whether they came up with that one, but so my knees hurt. Hold on. Can I put comments in this chat?
Yeah, you can put comments and links and anything in there because you're an admin.
like that. Also, take that, Dad. That's right.
Apparently I don't know how to do that, so
So you've usually been fine at self-promoting your links in the chat,
yeah,
Brad.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not open in the regular chat, so
Oh, that's why.
yeah.
Yeah, because you
Yeah,
can't
I
put
would
it in
do
for
it.
StreamYard. So
Yeah.
now he's going to try to open up the YouTube chat without playing the YouTube live stream.
It's gonna turn into a disaster. You know
Oh,
it.
well, I expect nothing else on this channel.
Okay. Let's
People
see
got a
if
lot of
we
it
can
last
do
night.
this. All right, go here.
Another tip in that regard is you can actually pop it out and close it the video.
Well, yeah, you got to open it, pause the video, pop out the chat,
Okay.
close the
Yeah.
tab. Which is all fine as long as your computer wants to not lag at all.
All right,
Yeah.
so my knees hurt. I just threw the email. Just email me at that email address.
Not unbelievable. Jeez, Louise. Hip Metalworks. Do not email Brad at that because Brad's like, why is he emailing me? I'm like, I don't know. Why said to email me? You could do that, Mayhem. See, you can tell Mayhem like heads up an IT department because he's got all the answers. You could mute yourself first. You could, but that I don't know. Yeah.
Why do
All
that?
right. See you, Laz. Happy Valentine's Day to you.
Yep. Later, Laz.
There we go. So to this. Oops. And we will do this.
Unbelievable has some in-ear monitors. We'll talk. I might get them from him.
So
Yeah,
I just
not that I've been
threw-
staring at ears when he's been on camera before, and I think we have similar ears.
Thank you, Lawrence. I appreciate that.
Thank
just
you,
threw
Lawrence.
my other link up there. So I missed the most important part of this whole contest, Ben.
Uh-oh.
Besides to send that out. So we're gonna do one more.
Oh,
Oh,
I've got one more thing to give away. We can do one
Alright.
of these.
we're not giving away one of my tellies, Brad.
No, we will do one of these.
Oh, one of those. All right.
All right. But there's a but.
But,
So the first but is
yeah,
that you have to go over to my YouTube channel
and
and
subscribe.
subscribe.
This is true.
And I forgot that on the other one, but that's okay.
Everyone should, check out PTM Guitars, folks.
And I'm going to throw that link in there right now.
Good question, Chris. It only updates once a day for me. So as of midnight last night, we can look. We have the technology. All right. Let's go over here. 1,003,308. Oh,
Wow.
apparently I lost. And I apparently lost some subscribers since we went live. It updated that lower. That's nice. That's fine. Oh, it's this guy. Why am I subscribed to this guy? I don't
Yeah.
know.
And
Yeah.
what
Drop
what
two.
I'm gonna do also, so everybody that subscribes, once I start posting, I just got little videos up there right now. They're nothing. Just go ahead and.
So you're going to post a giveaway video for that unit on that channel?
Well, you know what?
I don't know.
I wanna be loyal to your subscribers also, though. So that's fine. We can do that. And I'll have to do that kind of right away. So thanks, BC Rich. I appreciate that. Because I have very limited quantity, but I think I have a new supplier
Good.
for these.
But we can't talk about those.
But right, we can't advertise these because there is a company with those three letters right there
That don't want him making those.
that say I
It's a bad
can't
people.
make these.
and
So the company that can't be named with ink at the end. Here, you win a sticker.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
I can die now.
I had to make sure I was subscribed to BC Rich 581 because he was talking about apparently you have more subs than him now. So I was like, am I subbed to BC Rich 581 just in case he actually put something out? I am. That's okay.
I don't know. Am I? I don't know if I am. And I owe BC Rich something that I still haven't. I've got too many little irons in the fire, but so I haven't forgot BC Rich. I still owe you one of the little USB cords that I sent you, Ben. So I'm hoping that you had a chance to see. You don't even remember.
I just smoked a bowl, so I'm not surprised. What? USB cable?
Yes, the USB to 9-volt adapter.
Oh,
So you can use the battery.
interesting.
Really?
Yes. It was in the package that you and Amanda opened.
Huh.
Oh.
I have zero recollection of that. I'm going to have to look on the workbench because.
Oh.
And funny enough, there's an unboxing I can watch again because I don't remember it being. In the, I'm pretty sure I opened that at the workbench, so it has to be on the workbench. But we've seen the workbench. It's not surprised I would have lost it.
I think it was in the Amanda video. Oops.
So you sure you didn't give her it and not me?
No, because you went, oh, I know what this is. So you can use the little portable
Yeah, I have no
batteries to
recollection of that.
run a pedal. And I had told BC Rich that I would send him one, and I know I have his email somewhere, so I will make sure I do that.
Amanda has it. That's right. Yep, that's it.
Probably.
Amanda has it. This is why my sister's not allowed in my room, guys.
She takes all the cool stuff.
She takes all my stuff.
It has mysteriously disappeared into the tickle trunk.
So I'm slowly getting all these little things up. You know, I've had some things.
Dude, I've had a guitar sitting on a stand in that workshop since last summer that I haven't touched yet. And I'm waiting for someone to go, hey, you planning on working on that at any point? You mean also like the guitar I was supposed to have finished last July for my niece?
Yeah,
I'm at the point where I'm like, Travis is moving down here next month. He's drilling holes in the neck for that guitar. I'm outsourcing that shit.
Well, if you follow Amanda on Instagram, you'll know that your niece is a star because she said so, because she has over 5,000 views on that one little video. So,
I know. That's my niece.
I know. There is a website. Hold on a second.
She was almost involved in the non-unboxing. Had the unboxing actually arrived on Friday instead of last Monday. That's right. I know. No, you have a Kramer to assemble. I'm waiting on the body. And again, I'm really happy Charles popped on last night because while it was fresh in my head, I could point out all of the things I need to make sure he does. Like, for those who may have missed it, Saturday night, Steve from Boston had his Kramer Bretta special going. And Brad, you had mentioned it in the chat, to me. And I'm just like, dude, I was like so close to texting Charles. You better be wrapping the fabric right now because I am jonesing. And then when he's showing the barrel jack, I'm like, oh, I hope Charles just doesn't wad all the material up inside there and I got to hog it out again. And then I'm having the debate of, apparently this wiring harness has a kill switch, which involves me drilling a hole through the body. And then we thought, we didn't have Unbelievable here last night because Charles is like, I could drill the hole and then do the fabric top. But then we're like, no, Unbelievable would rather me drill through the fabric top to create the hole. And then I thought, do we really need a kill switch? Because, they're easy to delete out of a circuit, right? Because you can just clip the wires and it's out, And then I thought, well, yeah, but you're a Tesi Switch artist. You should probably kind of have a kill switch in a guitar. And I'm like, well,
and it should be a lighted one.
Oh, whatever. No, I've got Tesi switches in stock. I can't remember. I buy them in multiples because I feel bad. Because Rob's like, yes, I'll cover the shipping to Canada. And I'm like, all right, well, at least let me buy several items.
Right.
And so I think I have 2 or 3 kill switches. I don't know what colors I have. I think I got a red, a stainless, and a black, maybe. And they're all the same size, which is I don't know what size, because whatever size I say it is, Rob will all of a sudden appear in the chat and go, no, it's this size.
It's not that one.
Because it's got to the point where I'm like, I need more kill switches, and he just says what color, because he doesn't. He knows the size. He knows it's metal. Like I like what I like, and he knows what I like, and I like the fact I got a guy that knows what I like.
Yep. BC Rich knows. So there was a question from Chris up there. He was asking what Marshall rig. So that is almost got it. That is a DSL 40. And below that is 212 80s-ish Marshall cabinet. So I'm running the combo into the 212 just because it really big sound.
Oh, excuse me.
So yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. Unbelievable. Black kill switch, and I'm thinking a black telly knob. Screw the Strat knob.
Oh yeah, on a
Strat knobs are for posers. Oh, I need that on a t-shirt. Strat knobs are for posers, just to piss off Strat people for whatever reason.
Yeah, the original Berettas had the telly dome knob on them. So
my Focus has a telly knob, so that's what I want.
Yeah, the 212 cabinet was really what made that thing come alive. In all honesty, that was.
Well, I think of it, Unbelievable. Is it okay if Charles drills a hole in the guitar for me? Please say yes. Please say yes. Please
As
say
long
yes.
as he doesn't cloth over the hole after.
And Charles, you better put the hole in the right spot. That'll be 10 photographs. Do you want it here? 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 I like it number 3. We'll do that. Yeah. He could just, I don't know, use a button, Charles, and we'll figure out. So, yeah, please allow Charles to drill the hole because I don't want to ruin his finish because I will ruin his finish.
Oops.
Yes, no, maybe. Yeah. Because I'm thinking,
Be right back.
like, I can run the drill bit backwards for half an hour on that clear coat, you know, just to make it nice so it won't wander or anything. But as soon as I break the clear coat, I have a feeling I'm going to grab the material and somehow rip it out from under itself. And then it'll just be a clear coat over, I don't know, glue. And it'll be an abomination. And then we got to send it back to Charles all over again. Because Ben is not doing a fabric top series. Ben will be rattle canning that guitar, and he may or may not sand the glue off first. That's how that works. Charles, drill the hole.
Oh, nice. Nice, Chris. Yeah, I had a 20-watt head that I hated, so I ended up with the combo. I kind of so my good friend Steve, who's out in Oregon now, used to be Oregon Steve, and then he's Shred the Gnar, and I don't know, he changes his name every day, but
and post just enough, and I'm like, who's this? And then I got to click on the profile. I'm like, oh right, okay.
He was I'm looking at the wrong thing. No wonder that's messing me up.
So Dave says drilling through a fabric top is like drilling through laminate because he's done it. I'm like, I've never drilled through laminate, so I don't know. Is that an easy thing or a hassle thing?
That can be a big time hassle drilling through laminate.
Well, and then if it can be, that means it will be with a capital W and a capital L.
Mm-hmm.
So Keith, in reference to yours, put the kill switch on the bottom of your shoe. That's what that little telegraph looking one, I don't remember what the name of that company is.
Yeah, we were talking about that with Matt and Dan.
That is just the coolest looking pedal, period. They got the 3-lever one, just nice.
True, Lawrence.
Correct. Lawrence.
I have enough rolls of it. I could probably use it once in a while.
Lawrence, you're assuming he actually taped something off.
See, that's why I like doing the repair videos now as premieres, because I learn so much. Because it's a lot of y'all just going, why didn't you?
Why did you do that?
Like, you know, poor Martin, you know, he tunes in from Austria. He's like, wow, you're using an awful lot of steel wool around that pickup. Shouldn't you kind of like tape that off or something? I'm like, you know, that's a wonderful idea, Martin. I really should. Yeah.
Yeah, I should have did that.
Yeah.
Surface.
Very nice. All right, let's see. So we got.
I'm afraid of paddle bits. Just saying.
They got nice points on them.
They do, but as soon as it starts going, I'm like, I can just see that just going to cause a snowstorm of clear coat flaking off.
Oh, don't be afraid, Ben. Don't be afraid.
Oh, great. Yeah, and unbelievable. Yep, ordered the wrong wiring harness. This should be interesting.
Oh, jeez.
Like they say, it's really easy just to eliminate, aka delete, the switch from the circuit, which is something I could do if Charles forgets to drill the hole. And he better put it in the right spot. We got to figure that out.
So
now Now Charles can be afraid he does want to drill in the wrong spot. So he's like, I couldn't do it. I choked. Here it is.
We'll see. Papa Blue. I just saw him pop in.
Papa Blue.
What's up, Papa Blue? Yeah, we shall see on that project how that goes. Because I think there was 5 to 8 videos left in this series, depending on how smooth the project goes.
So are you going to do like a video every time you put a screw in when you're building the Beretta, or?
No, basically my videos, it's due to video length because once I hit a certain file size, I can't my computer won't see the file on the phone for whatever reason. So then I can't, otherwise I'd have to upload it on my phone and I'd have to basically, here's my phone for 10 hours. I can't use it, which doesn't really work in 2022. So I try to keep them under half an hour. If it does go over, then I have to re-render it in a lower resolution, which I don't like to do. But that's why, like, one of them recently was 720 res because it was like a 38-minute video.
Oh, wow.
That was a fucking rabbit hole. I don't even know what that was about, but you tell you it didn't go smoothly if it was 38 minutes of video. So, yeah. There's probably, I don't know, soldering involved?
Yeah,
maybe?
Big D has also done a few fabric tops, too.
But, yeah, I'm thinking... Like I did a video today on removing the nut and buying a new nut. And then there will be a video on installing the nut and tuners and getting that sussed up and like shaping the nut stuff. But I need the body together for that so I can set the nut height and stuff. I can do it based on the other nut, but nah. I want to actually take a shot at doing some legitimate repair work for the first time in a couple of years. I used to be able to do this stuff. That's the word. I'm like, man, I was better at doing repairs when I started this channel than I am now. I'm like, how do you do more repairs and forget how to do stuff? Well, we know.
Well, it happens.
Yeah. It's like, God damn, I'm sober most of the time in these videos. That's why I shoot them in the morning. Like, I have my morning coffee. Brad hasn't texted me, so I'm like, it's 10:30 in the morning. I might as well actually do something, feel productive, make a video, have it done, and then you start your editing by noon.
Drinking and guitar repair is not a good
great.
Yeah.
So order the standard output jack, not the barrel jack. Good luck. Yeah, I think I'll see it by Friday. It's in Richmond, BC right now. What's up, Phil?
Standard output jacks.
Yeah, we'll see. See if Forster.
That's all right.
Yeah.
If I remember what you said, Ben, you don't like those barrel jacks anyways. And I agree.
I hate barrel jack. I got to replace the barrel jack in my bass. And guess what? I just tried selling the bass recently. I'm like, yeah, it needs a barrel jack. He's like, will you do it? I'm like, no. And I have the barrel jack right here. Because the guy I bought it from didn't want to do it either. And he handed me the barrel jack. Has anyone have a guitar plecked? I'm having one plecked now at Cosmo. Well, breaking news, Terry. We now know that Cosmo has a pleck machine. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
Yes, actually.
Well, there we are. You learn something every day, Brad.
How about that?
Apparently, I can now get a guitar plecked a couple-hour drive from here, so that's good to know.
Yeah, Cosmo's had it for a
Wait,
while now.
Bill. I'm wondering, what do they charge for a pleck job? I haven't had one done. I think
Dale,
it's
Dale
a
would be a
fancy,
good person.
schmancy fret level. I think a good
Wow.
luthier.
That's awesome. $99 if you buy the guitar from Cosmo.
Okay, but is that within a certain time frame too? Because if you're buying a new guitar, it shouldn't need to be plecked. The frets should be level from the factory. But you can, you find that really sweet sounding Squire, Brad, on sale, but the frets are fucked and it hasn't moved, and that's why it's on sale. And when you realize it's $150 off, and the pleck job's $100, I'm still $50 ahead, and it's going to be the sweetest playing Squire.
Yeah.
But then you could have the one that Dane has that he got from Phil and can't figure out what the price of that to sell it.
Right.
So that can run into a problem.
But yeah, that's not a bad deal. Because in a sense, like if you figure, okay, I'll give benefit of shipping, climate, whatever, guitar, let's say even a custom shop. It's been hanging there for 18 months. Who's to say that something didn't, because it doesn't have a roasted neck, which is more stable. I'll say that. But it's like, you're like, oh, that, it's $5,000 Canadian. I might as well spend the extra $100.
Oh,
if you're spending $5,000, you might as well spend $5,100. Is what I'm saying.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I agree
See?
with the
All right, so I'm
comment
not alone.
that Lawrence put in. That Switchcrafts makes wonderful barrel jacks. Switchcraft makes everything wonderful. So
Okay, well, Zach didn't even know, huh?
See, Zach and we're on the same team. We did not get the memo. They're like,
If I remember correctly, I heard of it vaguely because when Brian was still living around here, he was thinking about getting it done to one of his guitars.
well, see, yeah,
Six
well,
string.
Brian, Brian's in that territory. He's kind of, I don't know. Someone else is kind of in that territory too for a while there. All of a sudden, but Brad comes by a little more naturally. He's been acquiring some cool gear. Brian just acquired since we've known him over the last few years, and he's a buddy, so we can burn him a little. But, and God love him. Like if you can afford to, and he flips stuff. It's not like he's a millionaire and he's I'm buying old, like there's flipping involved, but he's got nice taste. And then this guy, when he found that bloody custom shop Strat, he's like, oh, I'm dying. He goes, dude, this is not me. Like I got all of a sudden, I feel like I'm keeping up with the Joneses, and I don't want to. And I'm like, I get it, Brad. You're taking a big leap. It's got the big C for custom there.
yeah.
You're like, yeah, but it play. And I know, Brad, you've played a number of custom shops, and I'm going to say 20 to 30% of custom shops don't really play any better than a standard, or an Ultra or whatever, and other than the fact that they might have a little worked in neck.
Right.
You know what? Some steel wool in half an hour will give you that neck. So don't pay $3,000 for that neck, folks, is what I'm saying. But that one I could tell, it spoke to you. Like, this one spoke to me.
And it was still there. It was just like, no, after 3 months, it was still there. And I'm like, oh,
wow.
No, so, Lawrence, I'll loan you the buck if because he said $50.99 is his limit. I'll give him $1. So if you could do the 5,100, you're good to go.
Looks like Chris is looking for a Firebird. I'm good. They're not my thing. I tried playing. I don't know. I should try playing one standing up. Can't play one sitting down.
Firebird. What year? How many cylinders?
Yeah.
No, unbelievable. I do not hoard. I do have limits, so they're usually monetary limits. So
non-relic custom shops are. See, that's the way I like those. What they call relic ready. So they'll just do a thin nitro. Right. So it's like, Brad, you look at it wrong. It's gonna check a bit. Yeah. And like living in Tampa, for God's sakes, don't leave it on a stand in the living room and go out for groceries, because if the shades are open, your guitar is going to be a different color when you come home.
That's for sure.
If you visit me, as soon as you open the case, if it's winter, the whole thing is blah. You're like, wow, it was not checked when I left Florida. And I'm like, yeah, but
I am not.
But that's cool, because it allows you to give it its journey within, let's say, a year and a half. It's going to look like you've owned it for 5 years. Or 10 years.
It's not my normal thing, because I don't normally do the whole relic thing. But just something about that one. It's just like, okay. So.
Oh my God, Quentin.
Oh yeah, I forgot to comment on that. Yeah, he's starting a GoFundMe for a snark.
Nice.
Apparently, Gear 35's on the hunt for a Soleil fuzz. If anyone can help him out, I'm like, you know what? I'd part with mine, but I can't. And I stumbled into that. Thanks, Lawrence. I can't even blame Brad on that one. It's not Brad's fault.
Not for sale, though.
It's partially Brad's fault. I will say that, because Brad's like such a nice guy. He goes, even though I'm looking forward to getting that pedal, if you want to play it for a day or two, that's okay. Like,
hey, Dan in New Jersey.
I don't want to. What's up, Dan? I'm like, I don't want it. It's a fuzz, Brad. I don't want. You're like, oh, it's supposed to be really good with Strats. It's one of those ones. I'm like, oh, like a fuzz face? You're like, yeah, but. And then Lawrence is like, hey, why don't you like take it out of the box, try it out for a day or two, just maybe. And I was like, well, maybe I'll shoot a video on it and forward it off to Brad. And it's an extra video out for Lawrence and blah blah blah. Then I plugged it in with a Strat. No, oh, fuck.
For
then I
$50, he'll allow you
Brad,
to touch
or I
it.
texted
For
Lawrence.
$100, he'll allow you to play it.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking, I texted Lawrence. I remember it literally. Phil was live because it was a Friday. Phil was live, and I slipped in here, plugged it in for 15 minutes, and I went back. And I texted Unbelievable, and I texted Lawrence to find out the cost. And he told me, and I'm like, fuck, all right. Because fuzz circuits are cheaper to build than, say, a reverb or whatever, and I went, that is well within my wheelhouse for affordability in my budget this month. And I don't want a fuzz, but I like this fuzz, and I don't know
Dear
why.
Junkie 35, I thought I'd be good after the Jimmy Octavio and the Billy Gibbons EQ Octavio. Nope, need the LPD.
Yep.
Well, I don't know if he saw that. LPD says he happens to know a guy who might have one.
He says in his hands. I was going to say, not me. I put mine back on my shelf for now.
Yeah, mine's back on my shelf. So
For now.
Yeah.
Till we build the other board, which I don't know. I'm almost think I might do that live, but I'll have Aaron co-host because I might want him to, co-drive through this pedal board build. He'd be like, no, you need to stack this in front of this because those will really. See, I might be able. I don't normally, Brad, you know me. I don't normally get rid of an LPD pedal, but I might be able to help a fella out. Because I know he's got an addiction and a problem. We anybody that follows him on the socials knows, and I know what he's looking for. And I happen to have one of the first ever. Oh! Come on, release! Don't be an expensive knockover. Perfect. That'd be that right there.
It's a werewolf. Oh, or a Phoenix
Muggy.
Coyote.
It's a Muggy. And there is a Easter egg with these. LPD says I'll see what I can find. Well, Lawrence, if you can't, I think I would forward this off to Unbelievable. Because I know how much it would mean to see it, and I can say it's an early enough. Look, it doesn't even have. It's got a different color back even. Like this is like prototype. See, he's drooling now, Brad. I know he's drooling.
Very nice.
Yeah. We could. Michael Krause, that's not a problem. That's many, many solutions. Oh, Vasvidanya. You're all out and you're out in force tonight. Thanks for the extra hits. It doesn't really help the algorithm with your 1 second pop in, drop in, and then YouTube deletes your channel.
Yeah. So,
Gear Junkie's just like, what is that? Now, Lawrence can correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe, I believe this clean boost is the boost section from the 68 Deluxe, at least the original 68 Deluxe. Yeah, exactly, Lawrence. Help him out. I think if this would be and I believe, Brad, if you crank it all the way up, which you should never do on a high headroom amp directly into an amp ever, because that's a 28 decibel boost.
yeah.
Oh.
And nobody needs that in their life, Lawrence. And I think that's why this was very limited. It's a lot. Like the nice drive A's, it flirts with like the 26 decibel territory, and that's pretty much all the decibels. This is all the decibels.
I built a 30 dB boost once.
Nice.
It was quite loud.
Oh, okay. It's a unique circuit, not related to any other LPDs. Oh, interesting. Oh, well, okay. Well, there we are. I believe it's 28 decibel. And I, too, also have the Choya and Swaro, but there was one of those that I don't have. I can't remember which one it is, but I wanted it. And like RJ got the last one.
Oh, funny.
No. No, and we need to talk about this EQ pedal. You didn't tell me it's noisy as fuck. Apparently, I found out last night. Apparently, I'm going to have to run a noise gate now, just based on the fact that...
I was going to say, maybe I'll trade you for a noise gate, too, so...
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone's out tonight. It's a global show. You don't qualify for the giveaway. I'm sorry. You're outside of North America.
Sorry. So, I have to wrap it up here, Ben.
Okay. Well, you do that.
So,
Give your best to the missus.
I will. Please, you guys that subbed, I'm going to throw a video up on this thing for giveaway. Also, there's an Instagram out there. And maybe I'll send everything to Ben and we can post it up in this video, replay of this video later.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
And so
we'll
get that out.
Me yet. That's probably him. Damn hippie. That sounds like him. Just saying.
You like my picture?
Oh, yeah. BC address. Yep. That's him. Okay. Oh, good. There's his name. See, I get that sometimes. They're like, I got a screen name, and I don't feel like addressing something to unfucking believable. Care of LPD. You know, that sounds so weird. You know. And Lord's just like, do not send anything to him associated with me. See you, Spawn.
Nice.
See you, Spawn.
But yes, thank you for the continued support and the new branded support of PTM Guitars, official sponsor.
Awesome.
Of Canucks with Guitars. Yes.
Awesome.
And I'll have to try to remember when you're in the chat under that account that I can make that a moderated account too, so you can put in links and giveaways.
Under both, yes.
Whatever we do. Coupon codes but that's not until we have to grow
figure that out.
the conglomerate. You know, once we're looking at hostile takeovers of other fret rocker companies, then we'll talk about affiliate links and coupon codes and all that stuff.
Yeah, I have a hard enough time just doing free shipping sometimes. So
this is what I'm working on.
Yes. So.
Okay. So Warren's still here. He was just saying goodbye to you. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Talk soon, buddy.
Nice to see you, Brad.
Sub and do all that good stuff. And
yes.
Yep. Watch the socials. There'll be something there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Take care, man.
Yep.
Bye now.
Night.
I will say, Terry, it is a good product. Like regardless, it's a decent machine. No sharp. It's sharp, but not sharp. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't feel rounded off, but it's not. Oh, I cut myself. But
yeah.
Hey, Jimmy Ray.
Well, I was just going to say, like, he could have, Brad has probably stumbled onto a good idea in trying to recycle,
just simple. Why, no other company was just rounding off the edges. And he's like, why are they sharp? Because he happened to drop one of these on a guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like crisp, but not sharp. Thank you. Yes. Crisp edges. I like that.
It's funny because I never even thought of that before until somebody mentioned that and was like, yeah, it makes sense not to have a pointed corner.
It was like that guy back in history says, what if we make those wheels rounder? Probably be a lot easier to roll.
But at the same time, I think if Brad can get into recycling, semi-used product, and
if you're using offcuts to cut those and stuff, that really helps the bottom line, as opposed to buying a single sheet and figuring, okay, as soon as you start buying sheets, you have to figure out how many of those can I cram into each sheet.
Well, I mean, kind of like that one company in California that takes all the used skateboards, smacks them all together, and turns them into guitars.
Yep. And actually, there's a guy I follow on Instagram. He does he rehouses guitar pedals and skateboards. He chops up a piece of skateboard, makes a box out of a skateboard deck, and then rehouses pedals in them.
That'd be nice.
Stonewood, I think. Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. I think he's out of BC. I could be wrong.
Dave.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Makes sense. In case someone sneaks up on you while you're working on your guitar.
What was it here? Somebody asked about. Oh, okay. Yeah. Splon asked it about recommendations for a reverb pedal for a Dirty Shirley Mini.
LPD Cascades. It's my recommendation for
Yeah.
just based on use, because let's be until recently, I've always used onboard reverb in my amps. I've always had amps that had reverb. That's just the way I roll. Like I thought an amp that didn't have reverb was lacking. Like, it's like, why would you buy an amp without reverb, Terry? You know, it's like guys in the city, like, why would you buy one without tremolo built in?
Yeah.
You know, because if it's something you use all the time, you know. But I get it, because I grew up in and around and using Fender based products, which 9 times out of 10 has a reverb tank in them of some kind. But I have been getting in more into the ambient reverbs and stuff like that. So I really want to get into some just the HX Oceans 11. Good choice. I do like my Cascades reverb because I fell in love with it. You know, it's got the Larry Mitchell dial, as I call it. And it inspired me to start playing a completely different way, which is awesome because, God knows, Terry, sometimes you don't feel like picking up a guitar. You're like, what am I going to do? Play Cat Scratch Fever for the 14th time this week? You know, like, you're getting it right, but all of a sudden you get a pedal that totally does something different. You're like, oh, wow, I'm going to play the Beach Boys. You know, like, something different. So,
yeah, and that's always been the
that
problem
Ocean's 11 has a variety, and it's decent. I'm going to say, I don't know if any of those are the cat's ass or the cat's meow or any part of the cat for that matter. But it does a decent representation of each of those ones. It's sort of like the TC Electronics flashback delay, for instance. A lot of people dig it. I don't think it has any particular outstanding feature, unless you make your own tone print or whatever. But it gives you a decent. And it seems they got the flashback and the Hall of Fame. Same deal. I don't think any of them are earth shattering, but it gives you a good representation.
Yeah, I think the reality is no matter what your budget is, low or high, there are reverb pedals out there that can.
Yeah, like you could go H9 or something like that.
Yeah,
with algorithms and
or the Strymon.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, like Terry. No, when it comes to algorithms, I leave that to Lawrence. You put the algorithm in the box, and then I tweak the algorithm with the knobs.
Yeah.
Now that algorithm might be a bunch of parts being analog, or there might be a chip in there that's telling the parts to do stuff being digital. At this point, I don't really care if it's well built, you know, because there's so many pedal companies, a lot of stuff that you think's analog and it's not necessarily, you know, and a lot of people flirt with both, and I don't care at this point. Like like certain things I want analog. Like I want my dirt pedals to be analog as much as possible. You know, like I want a tube amp, for instance. Certain things I want on that. But if you can get these glorious reverbs and it happens to be a digital pedal that does it, well, fuck, I don't care. It allows me to get these big glorious reverbs out of my tube amps. You know, and I don't have to have rack gear and studio stuff.
That reminds me, Azer did another 100 reverb giveaway, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember his name. Not 60 Cycle Hum, but another one of the budget guys. I seen it in one of the live feeds for the subscriptions, and I'm like, you're kidding.
One of these, my knees hurt. Azor, you mentioned, just I have one right there. Maybe we put the Muggy in this box and send it to Unbelievable. He'd be like, wait, what are you sending me? What? An Azor? What? Was I supposed to get something cool? And then he opens up, oh, I guess they did. All right, come on.
Yeah, and, you know, it's just like Michael Krauss said here. He says, Digitech Valera with the Lexicon chips, and that's just it. You know, the processing power in digital processors nowadays has that ability that it can cover, you know, analog and digital easily now, compared to say like years upon years ago. So now a digital reverb doesn't sound as crappy as what it would have, say, like
Exactly.
10 years ago.
Yeah, because technology, science. Keith was asking if you could put up the pedal to the metal site again. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how super moderator he is. We'll see. Polaris stereo too. That's cool. Gear Junkie has both the Azor fuzzes, the fuzz face, and the muff. Decent for $25. Sure.
Still had it.
I've been using dynamic plate reverb in the HX Stomp, but wanted something separate from the Stomp. Splawn says, I get it. I got a Stomp here. It's sitting over there. At some point, the Stomp and the Focusrite are going to talk to each other, Terry, with the computer, I think. You know, I think a Steve from Boston type setup, I can do that. Is that some, I don't know. It's like, do I start making pedal demos using like OBS, you know, using the webcam and just record? But then I got to get video editing software that doesn't say, hey, put our logo here. No, so you got to spend money on video editing software, which I don't have to if I shoot on my iPhone. But there's no way to get video files from the computer to the phone. It's only one-way travel.
Well, that's what I said I like about.
This is why I haven't done a demo in a while, Terry.
That's what I said I like with OBS and having it set up here at home is most of the stuff I put up to YouTube is one click to start it, one click to turn it off, and leave the errors in it or whatever.
Yeah.
If you
that's not an option when shooting a product demo anymore for me.
Yeah, exactly. If it's just more a standalone thing.
Yeah. Billy Baloney got a Stomp this week. Cool.
Oh, nice. Actually, today was the closing for Henning's giveaway.
There you go.
Wireless Stomp.
It's inevitable. Yeah, I know. Dude, I don't know. How long have I had that Focusrite, Terry? A year?
Yeah.
Year and a half?
2 and a bit.
I think I got it after the pandemic started, but I think it was in 2020.
Yeah. Which is now 2 years.
Yeah, so it's there. It's near the computer. Still in the box. It's like, I don't know. I have nothing to do no need to record an interface. Like, I have no need for an interface. It's a want thing, and it's just like, I got other stuff to do, and I don't know. But then I think, you know, for shooting demos at some point, you know, although I wouldn't mind a MacBook Pro for shooting that stuff, because I can still use iMovie, which I'm familiar with, and stuff like that. And it's a little better for the video editing side of things, in my opinion. But yeah, and then that way too, I can literally just, with the 2-channel Focusrite, Terry, I'll just have a mic up here, and I'll just, because God knows I know how to mic an amp, so I can just stick a mic in front of, I'm pointing at the B-52. Oh, you can see that. Yeah, well, my hand's in the way, but I can put a mic right there if I wanted to.
It's the Ben amp.
So
as it's labeled.
Yeah, like I can do that, and then, you know, if I remember to turn off this mic when I play, but I won't. So who cares if it get a little bleed through? You won't, because the amp's going to be coming through too, going just as loud in the mic. So
yeah.
Sony Movie Maker. Okay.
Picked up a Friedman BE overdrive for $100 yesterday, Craig.
Ooh, I'm down to 1 bar on my virtual wireless thing. That's not good. That's for in-stream area. It's like, your quality is a 1. That's great.
So I was just going to say, as you said that, I look and you get slightly fuzzy.
Jimmy Ray says, I'm sure it's been asked, what mic do you use to mic your amps? In a live setting, or like for a gig, or for making videos? Because for making videos, I just mic the room. I don't actually use a dedicated mic right now. What I was doing is using a mini shotgun mic plugged into my phone that would be, well, like now, off camera. My vape is my mic. It's like, it'd be like that. If this is the phone, it'd be like just off camera. Because I've been trying to move it closer to me to pick up the voice a little more. Make a video, okay.
Yeah.
You know, because I realized it's further back, because it really is designed for arm's length. But then the key was I would turn up the amp enough to drown out any acoustic playing, or try to, but it would always bleed through. Yeah. Because I haven't been like, it would probably work fine, Terry, if I turned up to stage volume damn near. But I haven't had a chance to be able to play at that volume in a couple of years in here, because the original idea I was going to do a Landon and put a room in a room. That was the original plan for the studio before we moved in, but due to budget and time frame, I was like, look, I got to move house for everybody. Like, I can do that, or I can spend 3 weeks building a room. Like, it's one or the other. I can't do both. You know, I wish I had built the soundproof room, believe me, in many ways, especially with the highway and stuff. But that fortunately doesn't bleed through enough that it really makes a difference. And stuff like the repair videos, you know, it's like, it is what it is. You know, it's not a freaking set. I'm not Stu Mac. I'm not getting paid to do this. And there's only 100 of y'all that watch the video anyways, you know, unless it happens after the initial 100 of you. If you, well, we could do that, Mark. As far as miking amp for a gig, I was saying, like Travis mentions SM57. I use SM58s. And people, it's a vocal mic. The SM57 is the instrument. Terry. It's the same microphone with a different end on it.
Exactly. It might just have a slightly different frequency to it, other than maybe being a little bit more.
Yeah, so you might move it 1/8 of an inch off of the axis that you would normally place in front of a speaker, maybe. But I always did that because vocalists feel comfortable using an SM58. They don't feel comfortable using a 57 because they're like, why am I singing into a speaker mic? You know, well, you're not. You know, whereas most guitar players, you're putting a 58 in front of it, they're like, oh, is that what you're using? All right, cool. Hey, I get to go through the PA tonight. You know. All right, see you, Tank. Have a good, safe work day, my friend.
Have a safe week, Tank. You meant for the actual website, not the website. The actual
for
channel.
YouTube channel.
Okay. Yeah.
Big question on mics, though. Yeah. I don't know if I have an example of one of the mics I use, because I have a spare, because they're pretty commonplace nowadays. While Terry looks for that, I'll step off camera, so it'll be extra boring for a while. What do we got over there? What? Yeah. Oh, come on. Yeah. There we go. Oh, look at that. It's even got an adapter piece. So, you got the little adapter piece. It'll go on the phone, and then there you go. It's a little shocking. Actually, I haven't tried this one before. Ooh, this one's got. Ooh, Terry, this one's got a 3-way switch that I can cut 10 dB or raise 10 dB, so that'd make her extra hot. Ooh. But hey, Dylan, what I was thinking, Terry.
Hey, Dylan.
I can run these off my phone. Like, it has enough power.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember, I got a kit of some lav mics a few years ago. And I thought about using the lav mic, but it'll probably be too while I'm playing and talking and stuff. But if I was to use my current mic, moved a little closer for my voice, this, but with a 10 dB cut, because I have a Y cable from the lav mic set, use this to mic the amp and maybe put it, let's say, 15 inches in front of the amp, so it's not just killing it. That might be enough of an offset to be able to Let's try that mic set. And I don't even know what it's off and then 2 ons. It just lit up. Apparently it's battery operated. Why? What? Oh, there's it. I'll be dipped. There's a USB port on the side, Terry.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's stereo.
Oh, wow.
I don't know where this must have came with that video camera I got or something. What I don't understand. Well, how is it getting power? Like, I don't understand why it has a light on.
It doesn't have a battery compartment.
No, and then it looks like that's a 3.5 mil there.
Yeah.
So it
maybe it's got a battery in.
Must have an onboard preamp of some kind or something. I don't know. Maybe I gotta try this thing.
Yeah.
I'll try this for my next video regardless. All right. Hey, who asked that question? Thank you for asking about microphones, because now I'm gonna try that microphone tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. Let's give it a shot.
Sorry, Keith. I can't find the
YouTube channel.
The YouTube channel. Or wait a second. Let me try this again.
PTM guitar.
Yeah.
Filter channel. And we wait. Yeah, it must be rechargeable for something. Well, apparently you did, Dylan.
Yeah,
why is it not coming up?
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. It should show up.
I don't understand. Is it PTM Guitars? Or
is it all together? It's all together.
Is it all together?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Well, back to hosting. Hey, Alan's Guitar Channel. Thanks, Rotten. It's a field mic rechargeable via USB. Huh. So I should probably charge it before trying it, eh?
Yeah.
Because I've never used it, and I bought that video camera like a year ago, and I didn't like it. I was hoping to use it as a webcam type setup with manual focus. I thought it would look all professional. Instead, it looked actually really crappy. That's what you get for buying a cheap video camera off the Jungle website, though.
There you go, Keith. Alrighty.
It could be a good mic to record acoustic. I'm not sure. Yeah, I figured give it a shot. I'm all open to you. Like, why can't you record a guitar with one of these? Who's to say?
So, I think some people have in the past, and
but you know what I mean? Like,
there are some
you got to use one of these to record this. You know, hey, I recorded my album using this. Why? Is it worked?
Yeah, it's kind of like I said. This mic has been discontinued for a while, but it's a great mic. Newer NW5200 has a bass cut and also has a DB cut.
Nice.
And then on top of that, I'm
using the classic Snowball blue thing, and it's got no controls. But it's got a clear cable, so that makes it cool.
But I mean, that's what I've been using. That's what I used for vocals and recording everything, guitar-wise or bass-wise, has been that mic.
Sure.
And then since having this Zoom ZM1, I've been using them in unison to record more stereo.
Well, it's like early on the channel when Richie and I did a video or two for that Fifine company. They reached out to you too, I think. You know, and we recorded it like with basically one of these mics, and we recorded amps and acoustic and voice, and it sounded pretty decent on through everything. It's still, we noticed though the key was to record when recording guitar, you faced it away from the amp. Like you would place it in front of the amp, but facing away from it, and it sounded much better. That way it didn't overpower it. Hey, Eric.
It is not slowly turning into an ASMR channel. No, you cannot hear anything.
So it's what, 1:35? I don't know. Let's go another 10 minutes or so, Terry, and let's do one bowl for the road, because I already shot the video that I don't have to shoot tomorrow. Apparently, you guys gonna watch me talk about nuts. Sure.
Spawn. Well, that's the other thing too, Spawn, is like when it comes to actual mics, like this Zoom mic that I'm using is a under $100 mic. It's not overly expensive, but it's got a good range to it. And even when I was trying it compared to the $59 mic that I was showing there previously, it had just, slightly more clarity. And, sometimes that's really what it is sometimes, $20 difference in a product can, improve the...
Oh, I tried you, Greg Zeppelin. How?
Gotta run. Karma's real. Friends don't litter, but do send Ben EQ pedals.
No. Send Ben phasers. Phasers, choruses, and flangers, oh my. I like to be in a modulation situation.
Just send unfucking believable back noise gates. The noisier the gate, the better.
Harry, you know what? If I can afford the shipping, I'll send him the Muggione under a pile of noise gates. Send like 6 noise gates. And his EQ pedal back.
I can't remember who did that. Somebody did a video, and that's what it was. They were covering noise gates. And they said, this has to be the noisiest noise gate I've ever heard. And I think it is that one that you got given.
Speaking, Dylan says,
something like that.
Speaking of which, Ben, you pick up any new phasers? I've been messing with the phased filter weaves on the S1. Oh, okay. Filter
Nice.
sweep, yeah. What have I picked up recently? Well, I did get a phaser. Hang on. Let's put this down first.
Bong.
All right, away we go. Oh, that was a big one. So we have a Shaffordable Azor. Phasar. Phasar. It's that. What else did I get recently? Got a fuzz. Can't remember if I showed them to you or not, Dylan, when you're on. I got them before or after you were on recently. Where? Oh, back there. Right. Oh, both of them in the same spot. Well, that's handy and dandy. Let's put that. That's the one. Oh, still haven't plugged in this fuzz. So we got the BBE mean squeeze.
Oh, yeah.
And I do apologize, Dylan, that I have been asking repeat questions apparently a hell of a lot lately. It seems like every episode, he's like, I think somebody's asked this before. I'm like, God damn it. I know. I apologize. And we have you would call it the FZ7 fuzz. I call it the FZ7 fuzz. Part of the Tone Lock series. I think that's what they're called, the Tone Lock series.
Yeah, I think
And it's got a damage switch with 0, 10, or all. 0, 10, or 100%. So that's all the damage. So I don't know. We'll keep this handy. I got to plug this in this week, Terry. I did see it. I didn't even know how was that feature thing again? Oh, yeah. The old trunk release button. I didn't even know how to, and then I hit this the other day. I went, oh. Didn't even know. Third pedal I owned in the series, Terry. First time I figured that out. All of a sudden I'm like, oh, didn't know that's how that worked. Yeah.
Bing!
Yeah, because I think it had a battery in it. So because I tried to rip out any batteries
Like
that are
the old car hoods used to be.
Yeah.
Neutron phaser come in
Oh, nice. Vintage
Recently-
Neutron. You're lucky.
Let me see up for other phaser.
I was looking at Mayhem and I were
Ah.
looking at a phaser recently, and I almost bought it. It was like big. I don't know if Mayhem's still here. What the hell the name of that phaser was, but it was cool. I might. If a fella had an extra $100 on him, he might pick it up, Terry. I think it was $100 plus tax.
Mhm.
But it was like, I think it was bigger than that Ibanez pedal, like longer, but the same, like almost the size of a wah pedal. And I think it had 3 knobs. I can't remember what it was called. I'd never heard of it, and it looked old and
Sounds
retro.
familiar.
Or no, it didn't look that old and retro. It looked kind of cheap. That's why I didn't want to buy it. But it looked kind of weird and cool. Nah, it'll be impossible to find on a freaking pawn shop website. Yeah, okay, Mayhem's here. He doesn't remember. You remember that it was kind of cool. So I ended up buying the fuzz and the compressor instead.
Yeah, I
Started
can't
working
remember
with
if
Voltwater.
you showed that. Did you show that in a video?
I haven't tried the Lillian. I want to try the Lillian. What's that, Terry?
I said, did you show that in a video?
No.
That weird
I
video?
don't think they let me shoot video in the pawn shop. I don't have a reputation, like a friendship with them. I used to. I think the current guy, like I used to know him, but he's kind of forgot who I was because it's been a couple of years, whatever, few years. The guy before him that ran things, he knew me. And I remember, he hated me because I remember walking out on a deal because he wouldn't throw in a pack of strings. It came down to that.
Oh, God.
And he's like, why are you insisting on the pack of strings too? And I said, spite. I need to get something out of this deal, like, because the numbers weren't right. I'm like, for this to work for me, that's for you to charge what you're charging, which is $10 more than I want a pack of strings. Because you figure a pack of strings is worth $10 in Canada with tax. I wish I knew what that phaser was though. So,
But
and the guy before that hated me. Before that,
Oh.
the guy hated me. Like, absolutely hated me. And I don't know, a little justly so. Like, I hated him back, but I hated him because he hated me for reason. He's like, you're one of these guys that does this. And I'm like, I am not any of that. I don't know where you're getting your information, you dick holding poser. Because he was.
But the pedal that you're talking about does sound familiar to me. Like I might have seen it in the past on someone's channel or.
So, who makes the
Somewhere
Lillian?
else.
Walrus? Who do I know is a Walrus dealer other than Dylan? Because Dylan's an everything dealer. I'm like, do I know a Canadian Walrus dealer? Does Ardens carry Walrus? Well, I didn't get a deal at Ardens today. I didn't ask for a discount, and they didn't offer one either, Terry.
Well, it has been a while. Plus,
Yeah, exactly. And I know times aren't the best
Yeah,
for retail.
with
So
what's going on.
yeah, and honestly, I'm buying in nuts. What's he gonna do? Knock $1 off?
Yeah, it's a little too low.
Yeah, like I think, like technically, I think I still have a discount with them. Like they told me it's a flat rate because it used to always be, what's the price on this? What's the price on this? And it was everything was itemized based on cost. I gotta find the website. That phaser is gonna bug me. We're not ending the show until I find out what that phaser is. Sorry, folks. Well,
Chris
don't
from
leave.
Coburn. I have one pedal on my board at the moment. Guess. I'll guess it's a mid-tone fuzzer.
No. I know. I'm very familiar with the pedal on this pedal board, Terry. Very familiar. Some would say intimate in the design.
Keith says he's not there anymore. Now he drives a parcel truck. Well, maybe. I wonder if that ties in with something, Ben.
What the hell is it? Menu. There we go. Buy and sell. No. Sure. Let's see how good the Greenbacks website is, Terry. I'm guessing not that good because they're down to one location. They don't want jewelry. Musical instruments. Yes. Haha. I do like the fact I can browse a pawn shop's musical instrument category.
Yeah.
I could be doing this with you guys. Oh, Terry, they have a PV Rage in stock. A Rage 158. We were talking about those with Weezer. I can pick one up for apparently $60
Wow.
Canadian. We'll get you a PV Rage 158. Maybe we should pick that up and send it to Unbelievable.
Even better. 4 of them. So you can have a 4x8.
There's no separate thing. Like, it's everything from guitars to stands to amps. Like, I just got a Fab metal pedal. No, I'm not paying $30. I think they're $30 new. Boss AC3 acoustic sim pedal for $100. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, they seem to be going for that. For the longest time I refused to pay more than $60, but I couldn't find them for $60 anymore. And I realized, yeah, they're like $100. No, we don't want. What's that? Outlaw Effects Widowmaker, $35. Nah, not bad, but yeah. No, pretty sure I can get Outlaw Effects for free if I want. Just saying. You know,
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, wait a second.
because I haven't demoed that one, so I could get that one. What do we got here? Digitech Bass Squeeze dual band bass compressor pedal for $100.
That's not bad.
Earthquaker Afterneath. Is that a good one, guys? That are into Earthquakers? It's $200 Canadian.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I don't think that's a deal. Boss Multi Overtone MO2.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I was like, I don't know what that is. Oh, there it is. Haha. I found it. Yeah, Source Audio. Sound Blocks, which is BLOX. Tri-Mod Phaser.
Oh,
right.
wow.
All right, what do they got a price at here? Yeah, $100. Oh, really? Free shipping. Free shipping. Like, it's a block from my sister's work. All right, so this. Yeah, I'm really.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, look, come on, folks. I think I need that in my life. It's $100.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those pedals before too. Maybe not that exact one, but I've seen in that same kind of vein of, model.
But you can see, yeah, it's all like big and weird looking.
Yeah.
I was like, "What is that, Terry?" Like, I said that to Mayhem because I'm like, "What is that?" And he's like, "All right."
Well,
What about the new Fender Hammer Tone pedals? Haven't tried them. Haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, that's just it. Who knows how long they would be coming out. I mean, I asked Dylan and them about, even that 40th anniversary stuff, and even Ike was kind of like vague, like saying like.
So hopefully,
hopefully
by the time I can scrap together $100, I can pick up that sound. And I think it said it was new. Like
it looks practically new.
So I'm not expecting a whole lot out of it, but it's weird looking. And if they have a whole line of pedals that are all weird looking like that, Terry, I might have to start collecting them just based on how they would look right over there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I can't remember who Source Audio is. I think they do the software amp.
It rings a bell.
Software amp sim or something like that, and I think that's why it sounds familiar because it's some of the effects that you can use on their sim.
Yeah, right. Hog Rotten. It looks like a stash box. So I'm thinking I may have to get that.
Yeah, see, Dylan just confirmed it. Like even he said they haven't even gotten them yet at Flipside.
Mm-hmm.
So I said like and I think when Ike was talking about that, or Dylan was talking about that, or whatnot, or no, I think maybe it was when we were talking about it off air. I said, that's the big problem with that hammer tone line is like, yeah, they announced it, but with all the delays in shipping and getting the materials to build them and that, how long is it going to be before they can actually put out the full lineup or even one pedal of the lineup?
Oh wait, yeah. Didn't I look at those? They all have the different color knobs and shit.
Yes, they all have the Fender amp style
Right.
knobs.
Yeah. Yeah. They smell of Joyo to me. I gotta try them. Hopefully, I'll be pleasantly surprised. But they just,
Yeah.
chintzy is the word that comes to mind. Just saying. No comments on that phaser. Weird. Figured Chris from Coburg would have said something. Because he's from Coburg. Just saying. So, well, we're coming up on 2 hours. Imagine that. That happened. We thanked the patrons like almost 2 hours ago. Perfect. Got a new show sponsor. We gave away some fret rockers.
Sponsor?
Right. I gotta. What? Oh, I think, yeah. Oh, you just. Easy. We're off air soon. Just then you can fall on the floor and do whatever the fuck you want. I gotta send this out. I'm gonna get a slightly larger padded envelope.
Yes, congrats to Hip Metalworks and Mike on getting those.
Rewind, Chris. I closed it out. So I'm gonna send this out. I might be able to send a extra little something along. I don't know. See what I got laying about. I don't really have any of my own merch anymore. I gave it all away, Terry.
Oh.
I think. I think I got some of those pedalboard decals left. Is Hip Metalworks still in here? If so, do you have a pedal board? Because there's no point in sending him one if he doesn't have a pedal board, Terry. If he's one of these guys that's all virtual stuff, I don't know. What I'm saying is, it doesn't look cool if you put a pedal board decal on, say, your Helix floor.
Yeah, see, exactly as Dylan says here. It says current status, they're essentially backed up 12 to 14 months. Mm-hmm. Some things are expected to start shipping in June, but we'll see. So, exactly.
My niece hurts pedal boards to the floor. You can stick the decal on the floor, I guess. I don't know. Figure it out. All right. Yeah, I got. Let's see. We got a video coming out Wednesday. May or may not be a soda pop tasting video this week. Not sure. We'll see.
See how the week goes. On his Explorer case if he gets decals.
Nice.
So videos.
Well, yeah, but it says quit staring at my pedal board. So that's why I'm like, do you have a pedal board? Because you need a pedal board for the decal. It needs to go on a pedal board. Otherwise, that's cool, Gret Zeppelin. I've often debated doing that, using an old skateboard deck.
Yeah.
Except I need more room. I need a double-decker skateboard deck pedal board. That would be topsy-turvy. No. That seems like you reach underneath just to turn one off that you don't need on all of a sudden, Terry, and then it flips over. You turn an ankle, you fall over. If you're playing a Gibson, the headstock just goes firing right off into the third row. Don't know why. Just did. Drummer's pissed. Keyboard player quits. Bass player just leaves. Yep. Great. Not building a double-decker skateboard deck. Pedal board. Nope. Thought it out.
Oh, awesome. Symmetry. He got his toque.
Yay! Now he's one of the cool kids, eh? He's got a toque. Awesome. Well, any parting words, Terry?
Nope. Other than in 2 hours, I turn 49.
49. Jeez Louise, you're older than me.
One more year closer to the half-century mark.
Yep. I did notice one thing. My birthday happens to fall on a Sunday this year.
Nice.
Yeah, and based on the date being the 22nd, you're pretty much sure that Victoria Day should fall on the 23rd, which means it should be an extra special birthday hang because it's a national holiday the next day. I'm just saying.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, like, I won't have to drive my sister to work the next morning. So it could get a little late. Could get a little, like if we want to go 3 or 4 hours, we can. Well, it went 3 hours last night, but I want to try to do another long one if we can. It's been a while. Like when people are coming in the chat, like, dang, you're still on?
Wow. 3 months for Billy to turn 60.
Oh.
You're not doing too bad, Billy, from when I seen you. You don't even look like you're even 50. So
That's true. That is true. So on that note, that's Terry. I'm Ben. This has been Canucks with Guitars. Please like and subscribe. You don't need to know your friends with the sharing. Although sharing is caring. So hold those doors open. Let Doug's wife in ahead of you in traffic. You know why. That's the new closing, I think. Yep. Just let Doug's wife in ahead of you in traffic. And there. No. Wait. No. Where? How long have I been using this program? Years. There. They're right in front of you now. Perfect. You just got to click on the right tab on the side. There's 5 things there, Terry. There's comments and banners, a brand, a private chat, settings. I never click on the settings. Never click on the settings. Never, ever. What's up, Hobo Roadie? So peace, my friends. Take care. Be well. And,
have a safe, warm week this week.
Happy tone chasing. Stay warm. Wait, it's supposed to be milder. We're supposed to get above the freezing mark for the next few days. I think. Oh, Terry, I think we're supposed to hit +7. +7.
That'd be nice.
In February. +7 in February. Are you kidding me? I might be out suntanning.
Oh, and that reminds me.
Briefly.
When people come back to the channel on Sunday, who are they coming back to seeing?
Charles Green.
Charles Green.
Yeah.
So that'll be an awesome show for you guys to come back to on Sunday. Is with Mr. Charles
Talking
Green.
Sunset Strip. Yeah,
so,
I already got a preview of a couple of stories we're going to talk about.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So that said, bye, folks.
Yep. What he said. Where's the button? There's the button. Don't litter.